The Capita Aeronaut. Who is this board for exactly?
Who's this? Who's that? Yeah. Who's that? Yeah. Who's this? Who's that? Yeah.
So the Aeronaut was introduced to Capita's lineup for the 23-24 season, and it was one of the fastest selling boards hands down. It's Arthur Longo's pro model, and if you're not sure who Arthur Longo is, go ahead and pause the video right now and go look him up. You're going to be absolutely amazed. He is the side hit wonder. For all of us that think we hit side hits when we go to the resort, he hits them on a whole other level. And I can tell you, I've tried this board out, and after one run, I could 100% see his riding style in this board. And then speaking of in this board, the core in this thing is their bamboo infused panda core. So we basically take the standard core that's a little bit higher end, and they're adding bamboo rods underneath the feet. So you're getting tons of spring, tons of pop, and also getting extra stability for big landings. And in addition to the fiberglass, they're doing their carbon flax, but he actually does a V up in the nose. You get a little bit more stability, so when you get into some deep snow, the nose actually wants to stiffen up and float a little bit more. But in the tail, there's a single strip that goes from the binding to the back. And the cool thing about that is it's still giving the board a ton of spring, a ton of pop, and it's concentrating all of that along the length of the board, but it makes for a board that's a little bit easier and smoother just in the tail. So when you lean back on it, there's real predictable exits out of your turns. Well, who is the Aeronaut for exactly? Well, the Aeronaut is for those higher end riders that get excited by just about everything on the mountain, but probably rails. Not that you can't take this thing on the rails, but it's a little bit more geared towards going fast and going big. Obviously, we have a very directional shape between the nose and the tail, so this thing is going to float big when you get it into the powder. But the really cool thing is that with the core and the layup of the fiberglass inside of this board and the additives, it actually wants to jump with the best park boards.